Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make this wallpaper that I have. It's also the wallpaper that's for the PS3 theme. So you open a new Photoshop document, 1920 by 1080. That's it. You just hit OK. First thing you're going to do is fill the background with black. You can just select black and then hit Alt Backspace. New layer. Now you're going to need to drag an actual square for this one. So you make a square, go into your pattern overlay. You need to get a pattern that looks similar to this. I actually made this myself. It's really simple, just green lines. Then you make a pattern. It's really easy. Just look up on YouTube how to make patterns. So I made a pattern. Then you rasterize this so it's editable. And then make another new layer and then put black over that once more. Now what you're going to want to do is probably save my template or another template that shows the actual lines on the PS3 of where the menu actually is, so you can see them better. See, because right now we can't see them at all. So now I'm going to have to open another document, which is just the wallpaper theme I made. So open that and then just select it, copy and paste it. I just copy and pasted it right over top. There you go. And then you can just use your shape tool to make some guides for yourself. And these will only be there for just a few seconds. There we go. So I made the guides. Then just merge them. You can delete that layer now because you don't need it anymore. So now grab your erase tool. Probably grab a feathered brush. Probably about 200 is what I used, just because of the size, and turn your flow down so it doesn't just blast out the black. You want it to slowly erase. So do it once, do it down, and then you're done. And you can delete that white layer. And you can barely see that on my screen, or on the video, but probably on my screen it looks really good. So now I'll grab another erase brush. I used a sketchy looking brush. There's just a bunch of lines that I made right here. And use this one to kind of highlight some parts so it looks a little more sketchy, I guess, just so it sticks out, so it's not just straight lines. So you do that a few times, then move on to, where are we going? Right here. So you filled that in. Then I grabbed a smaller, just another one to make it a little brighter. Next, we will be making the distorted area where it looks like it's kind of torn up, so you can turn the flow way down and start erasing on that actual grid layer. That's why that background layer is black, so then there's a black backdrop for when you erase that green area. So after you do a few areas on here, you can get up on the top too. Alright, so next, get your brush tool. You're going to want to set it on probably about 13 for your biggest. Make sure it's on the white color. Make sure it's on white. You get your pen tool. Make sure your settings are just like mine. Also make sure your brush is on 100% flow. Get your pen tool and just start drawing some wavy lines across. On the top I did 3. On the sides I did 2. So make sure it's on brush and then stimulate pressure. And here in a minute I'm going to double it. You can actually do more than one path at a time for the stroke. It makes it a lot faster, but I forgot to do it until I got back up to the top. So now you change the size once more to a 9. That's what I did. So go ahead and do it again. And I tend to try to go opposites so it looks a little better. Of course, this is rushed, so it doesn't look as good as my finished one that I actually had ready for the theme. But, I mean, you'll get used to it just playing with it. It takes a little while to get good at it. But here's how you can double it. You just keep doing it. You just make the one, let go of the click, and then do it again. There's all three of them going to be done. Then you just right-click, same way, stroke path. I stroked all of them. You only have to delete one path. So, all right, so that's done. So how do you do that? Go onto that layer that you just did all those white lines. You're going to give it an outer glow of a green. You must make it a little bigger and maybe even a little more opacity to it so it's a little thicker, and then put a also green stroke on it, but make it thinner so it's not so bright. It just gives a little better green to it. Turn the opacity down on that to about 45, and then we're done with the lines. So now we can add in some fun details. So just download some smoke brushes from anywhere really, and then grab just a darker green again, and just start throwing it on. And that one has a really hard edge on it, but you can just grab the eraser tool and get a feathered eraser and just kind of take that away rather well. You just right there, you just click and just drag a little bit. You want to turn the flow down on that so it doesn't just blast it all out. You can mess with the opacity if you want to. It really doesn't matter too much. It just all depends on your own personal taste. But yeah, so the rest of this video is me just throwing in some extra little details that you don't really need to watch. This overall is pretty easy to do. It's not too tough. If you do have Photoshop, just follow step by step. It's all. I don't use anything that's not in Photoshop, CS2 or CS3 or whatever. I am running CS4. I have legit CS4. That's why I don't have CS5, because I didn't get the torrent or whatever. I actually bought my own CS4. Here I also do the text for the industry designs like I did. It's really simple to do, but I'm going to have some more tutorials coming out in the next day or two here. Probably tomorrow because I have the day off, so super duper. But be checking for those. I'm going to be doing, I think, one over how to do SIGs, and I think somebody wanted some animations, how to do the animations, which is in Photoshop. I'm not sure about GIMP, how much GIMP is capable of. I don't use it. I had Ubuntu a long time ago, Linux, and I was running GIMP, but that was ages ago. So, yeah, but when you want to do the text, you make sure you rasterize it. But you saw how I did all that. So make the text big on top and small on the bottom. You just select it and then drag it. But you don't want to put overlays. See how that pattern look like crap? You don't want to do that. You can also do rendering, lighting effects, and put the green glow to it. It gives it a cool effect. You can turn that, and you can see where it's coming from. Change the color to green. You can kind of play with that. Mine looks kind of bad on this one, so I was rushing to beat 10 minutes because YouTube hates me. But yeah, you can see that blue on the sides. You don't want that, or the bluish, darkish color. You don't want that, but yeah. So be watching out for a few more tutorials. I hope this helped. If you guys have questions, just ask. I know this is kind of rushed. I can probably give you some more better answers if you ask me a question or anything. Hoping to get a lot more tutorials and a lot more graphics getting up on the site. Make sure you guys keep just watching out for it. I want to say thanks to Bogus, and I don't remember who the other person was asking me. I think maybe Darren that asked me for the tutorial on how I did it. But yeah, so just be watching out for more tutorials in the following days. And thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.